What's up, everybody? It's Johnny Bronto here with HauntScene. It is 8 o'clock on a Tuesday night. You are where you should be, watching America's #1 rated haunt chat. HauntScene Live. With me, as always, my lovely, beautiful... Crap. I guess I'm doing the show by myself. So Melissa, unfortunately, is visiting some family up north in the Northeast. So she won't be here this time around. But yeah, so I'll be doing this show solo. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate that. Make sure you subscribe to HauntScene on YouTube. I would appreciate that now that we're exclusively on YouTube. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Let me know where you are watching from. I would love to know. The HauntScene studio is in Davenport, Florida. And let's check in on Mortimer here. So Mortimer, you know, my silent, the only one I have right now, Mortimer here, conductor Mortimer, wearing the Kirby Farm Scary Train shirt that we were given a couple years ago. Looking good. Thank you for dressing up, Mortimer. I appreciate you being here. You know, not going on vacation to visit family. You're awesome. All right, so we do have a very special guest in the studio. Really excited about this. Drove all the way from somewhere far. Let's say hi to Daryl Kirby.
How's it going, man?
What's up?
Here we are.
How are you?
Parts unknown.
This is the first time you've been in the studio.
Yes, very
right.
cool. I'm very impressed. I'm still looking around. I'll probably be kind of gawking throughout the evening.
It looks a lot different in person than it does on the show, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
Much more impressive.
It is. It's actually more impressive than the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This whole room is
good on the show, actually.
Yeah. I just want to, I want people to feel comfortable and at home with all the spookiness here. So we're going to talk about Scary Train.
All right.
Now, Scary Train is the Halloween event at Kirby Family Farm, which is in Williston, Florida, which is a good cause. So before we get into all the things, what we do in the beginning is called the elevator pitch. So you get a chance to introduce yourself, Mr. Daryl Kirby. Tell America who you are, what you do, and then maybe a little bit about the Kirby Family Farm.
So, as you mentioned, I'm Daryl Kirby, and my wife Tracy and I founded Kirby Family Farm. In 2011 is when it started going from dream, I guess you could say, or a thought to a reality, when we actually found an abandoned train in the woods, which is kind of a spinoff into Scary Train,
That would be scary.
Yes, and I was actually tipped off to the train being in the woods, and through some chain of events and knowing the right people and everything, I was given permission to go out to some abandoned property, and it was actually there. And so we made the efforts to get it, and make the long story short, of course, we were able to acquire that first locomotive. It's over 100 years old.
Wow.
We literally had to cut trees down and everything to even get it out of the woods and rebuild it. And that's one of our main locomotives, even to this day, that we use. And that train...
Wait, that thing runs?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
It runs.
That's awesome.
And it was really, the train theme for me, because we are a children's outreach. We're a 501c3 children's organization. And the concept is essentially we work with children that are at risk in any way, whether it's, we partner with Make-A-Wish, we've partnered with Ronald McDonald House, we have our in-house programs and outreach programs and stuff. So all of those different things adds up to any kid that's struggling in any way, be it medically needy, setbacks, foster, whatever. And for me as a kid, I had a rough go of it, but I don't look at it as a bad story. I look at it as a happy story, because I had a maternal grandfather that was an awesome guy. When things would get ugly at my house, they packed little Daryl's bag and shipped him to Grandpa's house, who was an engineer on the railroad and a farmer.
Wow.
So that's where my wife being a school teacher, I've been a high school football coach, always been around kids and always cheering on the underdog. It was just a perfect fit for us when we wanted to start that outreach. And so when the train popped up, that was the missing piece to the puzzle.
Right.
We took the plunge, and here we are, 2022, talking about Scary Train.
I know, that's awesome.
It's working for us.
So we have a fan already. Honestly, I'm such a train nerd. The premise of this haunt sounds exciting. So without anything else, you just go and see the Scary Train. It's awesome. Very cool. All right, so keep going. What else?
Well, we it's funny because when we're starting to not to talk about my personal finances or anything, but I was in a pretty comfortable position when we began the quest of building the outreach. But that changed rapidly because 100-year-old trains are extremely expensive to maintain and operate. We didn't even have the track laid down. And I was going from pretty comfortable to, oh man, I don't think we're going to survive the startup, and our business model at the time was we're going to do all this outreach for kids. We're going to do everything we can to help them. And it's going to be great. And we're going to do it all for free. Today, in a normal year, we host over 10,000 children.
Wow.
At no cost.
That's awesome.
So it's awesome, and it's expensive, because they want to ride the train. They hear about, and they want to do this and they want to do that. And we most certainly want them to do those things. So we had to come up with a plan. We said, maybe people want to come out, experience this, ride the train. Instead of me begging, tapping on your window at a red light, help the kids, maybe people can come out, make a donation, and have a good time. So we started with the Christmas train, and that worked. We're now the largest Christmas train event in the state.
Wow.
And we always, for years, and it's funny, can I talk about the Lost Railroad for a minute?
Sure.
Tommy? All right, cool. So a lot of people don't know.
Are you sure you want to?
I have to, because man, it was brutal, dude. It was so brutal. So we wanted to do like kind of, Mickey's Not So Scary, how they would have their night thing for kids. So we said, well, we'll do that. There's the corn mazes and the haunts over here, and there's, the daytime pumpkin festivals over there. So we always love being the different guy. Whatever we're doing, we want to be the different thing. So we said, well, let's do the Lost Railroad. So we had the whole train ride. It's almost a mile and a half. It's over a mile long. It's like riding this train ride at Disney World, almost the exact same length. And open air coaches, so you get the night air and all. So we had different scenes set up around the track for the Lost Railroad. And it was silly scenes. Like you would go by a motorhome and they'd be cooking, having a cookout, but there would be someone on the roof with a mower. Or you'd go by a piano and there's the pink piano playing gorilla. And so people are like, that was about the lamest thing ever. But we were trying to make it for the, for that, like I said, that mini me theory of like the Mickey's Not So Scary thing. It was such a huge flop. So we flushed it and didn't think about anything for a fundraiser for the charity for October after that. We would just prepare for Christmas, and little by little people started coming up and volunteers would come forward and all and go, why? As soon as they would as the train starts to go in the woods, I would hear it almost like an echo. Why aren't you doing something scary out here? And I'm like, I don't know nothing about scary, And our first year we had a family that had done some extensive haunts and stuff, and and they ranged from young couples all the way up into the grandparents, and they said, will you just let us do it 1 year and try it? And I'm like, okay, sounds good to me. And we did that, and it was a success. It was a good year. So first year. So then we were going to do it again, and that's when Tim, we lost Tim this past year, but Tim came in and he had some big time haunt experience and everything, and he just fell in love with it. So that's how it all started. That's how Scary Train got going. That was in 2016 or 15. We started about the same year.
Yeah.
And now here we are, 5 haunts going, to Trans World to get ideas and, going crazy.
Doing charity auctions for our raffle ticket auctions for hearses.
Yep.
All kinds of stuff. Yeah.
An average night now, we have 125 to 150 actors.
Wow.
And that ranges everywhere from kids. Some of the kids that work in our programs, are involved, all the way up to people that have, some, experience, some heavy experience in the industry.
Yeah, and we've gone a couple of years now, and it's a really, really good time. We were really blown away we were blindsided the first year about how fun it is. But let's get some information out there. Let's start talking about the things. All right, so Kirby Family Farm. Now you also do the 6-gun territory. You've got like a Jeep thing you do.
We partner with Ocala Jeep Club.
Okay.
That was last year was our first year. So Jeeptoberfest.
That's what I was.
That's the oldest. How do I say this right? They're trying to teach me correctly. It's the oldest Jeep only event in the Southeast United States, and they moved it to our location last year. And so it'll be our second year. Our first year there, the first year working with Ocala Jeep Club at our facility, we gave over $50,000 to charities. I was pretty impressed for a first year run. I was blown away actually. So I'm excited to partner with them again and do it again.
Yeah, and then you do the 6-gun territory. because the whole thing there's a whole Wild West like motif when you get there. It's really cool. And then in one of the haunts, you actually walk through like a Wild West town. It's kind of cool. Yeah. And then I don't know if you're still doing this, but the first year when we rode the train that we went, somebody came out of a freaking building on a horse and like along, and it was so shocking. We were like stunned. It was so good. All right, let's see who we got in here. Fright Nights is in here. What's up, Fright Nights? We just had them on the show last week. Hey, everybody, thank you for watching. Make sure that you're subscribing to YouTube. Make sure you share this out. Please get more people watching. We're going to be giving away some tickets here in a moment. But yeah, Kirby Family Farm, amazing. All right, so here is the calendar. So if you want to start planning to get here, it is in North Florida. So Williston, I'll have the map up in a moment. Here are the dates. So this is going to run, opening night is September 30th. And this is going to be Friday, Saturday, Friday, Saturday, Friday, Saturday, Friday, Saturday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And it goes from 7 to 10 o'clock. Now, there are certain things like you can get in a little bit early. The attractions, I believe, open at 7:30. And you can ride the train. It leaves every half an hour. The last train leaves at 9:30.
Yeah, man.
Look at me. All right. So they're also doing a kid event because I know you can't just do all the things at night. You got to do the boo-boos. Kind of spooky Halloween party, 10 a.m. to 3 o'clock. Now, this is geared towards ages 10 and under-ish, so if you want to check that out. But yeah, you got the calendar here. Now, remember, all the information for all the haunts in Florida is on the HauntScene.com haunt directory, so make sure you check that out. I'm really excited. We're trying to figure out what night we can come out.
I'm really excited about the whole thing. I mean, the calendar.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to go everywhere, and I'm like, wait a minute, we've got our own haunt to do.
There's
some exciting stuff, especially in our home state.
Yeah.
And then you've got that big road trip.
Yeah.
I'm like, man,
we're doing too much this year.
Yeah.
I'm a little scared.
There's some good. I mean, I'm gonna be looking at your calendars. I've already started looking at it, so because we like to take with some of our kids and some of our directors and stuff, we'll load them up in the van and take them to the other haunts if they fall on nights that we're not open. So I'm hoping looks like there's going to be some really good ones this year that we don't want to miss.
Yeah, let me know, if you need to make contact with anybody. Probably hook that up. So tickets are on sale now.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to say that because we always start them a little early, so our tried and true faithfuls can get the nights they want before they sell out. And our sellout for us, I should mention that a sellout for us does not pack them full. We have kind of an unspoken 30-minute rule. Okay. We don't want people to have to stand around in line for more than 30 minutes at a haunt. Right. So we keep it going, and once it's sold out, it's sold out. Okay. That's the way we do it. So this is a HauntScene exclusive. Yes, the tickets are on sale, but we haven't publicly announced it. Tickets have been selling. So pretty good. We're off to a good start.
So get them now.
So right now, all the nights are still available. So there's the sneak peek.
I didn't know that. So so take advantage of this because it's almost like a 20% off ish. You've got $15.99 all inclusive. Now there are multiple attractions here. We're going to get into that in a moment. But buy the tickets in advance online. There's also new this year an express pass.
Yes, we tried it kind of sparingly last year, and it was really successful. I will say, I'm a transparent guy. The first night was a nightmare because we'd never done it. Right. But we were able to take that night, tweak it, and the rest of the season went really smooth. So we're bringing it back. And that was by request. We didn't know how it was going to go, and it went better than we expected. So we're going to be doing that again.
Yeah, you gotta try. You got to try and fail. Yeah. We HauntScene and Curry Family Farm, we've been around about the same amount of time. Yeah. We make mistakes on the show, and you make mistakes with the Lost Railroad, and things happen. So you get better.
I'm just glad we lost the Lost Railroad. Yeah, it was painful.
That's all good. Yeah. All right, so $10 Express, buy the tickets early. All right, so let's talk about the social media here. Scarytrain.com. Now, this is going to redirect you to the Kirby Family Farm website. So if you want the information, want to learn more about the charity and their calendar, because they do events all year, go to Scarytrain.com. They're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, if you want to go and do that. This is Daryl's personal phone number.
Nope.
No, okay, I was checking. And then info@kirbyfarm.com. They'll get back to you in case you have any questions. All the information is on the website there. So go ahead and do that. And if you ever have any questions, you can also reach out to us, and I can get a hold of Daryl if you need something specific. Somebody in here hates clowns. That's funny. All right. Well, don't worry, because there's no clowns at
No clowns.
none at all.
No spiders.
None.
No live animals.
No phobias are addressed at all at Kirby Family Farm. All right, so here is where you are. Now, this is so cool. You only if you're anywhere from like Orlando to Georgia, you can get to the scary train at Kirby Family Farm within 20 minutes from I-75, but within 2 hours of Georgia, Tampa, Jacksonville, Orlando. So if you are in any of those regions, there is no excuse to miss out on this event here. So very, very easy to get to. It's a pretty chill drive. What's that barbecue place we went to? Like right around the corner that one time I came up. Barbecue. There's a really good barbecue place right around the corner too.
Barbecues that when the Super Bowl was in Tampa and they had the Shaq Super thing or something. I think was it during halftime or pregame. Barbecues won the big contest that Shaq loved their sandwich.
Oh, that's
and also
cool.
You can have a Shaq approved Super Bowl winning sandwich. And,
right. That's
we're
also
not a sponsor of the show, but we're going to have to change that with all this plug.
Yeah, you might have to get that food truck out there.
Amen.
That's awesome. It's really, really good. And it's super duper close. I got to make a trip out there in the off season. Lastville, I was teaching in Gainesville, so I actually had an excuse to be out there every once in a while. This time I'm on the Flagler area. All right, so very easy to get to. You can get all the information. Here's the address here: 19630 Northeast 30th Street in Williston, not Williston. Geez, John, I always make one mistake. Florida 32696. Get the information on the website. Let's just skip that. And here's where I get to just bleh about your land. You have it is the most unique haunt location in Florida. You have acreage. Okay.
Yes,
There are other places that have trails and things, but how big is the Kirby Family Farm?
So the whole facility, the charity has 110 acres.
Wow.
And to give you an idea, like our railroad that you're riding, I mentioned just a minute ago that it's about the same size as the Magic Kingdom Railroad. You could physically pick up the Magic Kingdom and put it inside of our loop. And so it gives you a perception, because a lot of ours is woods and vast openness. Yeah. But, and that also is a testament how well designed that park is. But yeah.
It is like photo op Instagram city. They have a lot of, because it's a charity museum, there is like an old Ferris wheel that's lit up. There is an old carousel. There are old vehicles sitting around. No shortage of things to take pictures with. When it starts getting dusk and dark, it is so cool. It is, especially on like a night that's a little bit cooler. It is such a really cool location. There's food, there's stuff there. Bring cash, right?
Cash and card.
Okay,
so I know one only takes cash and the other takes card cash.
Bring cash. Cash is
used tires.
Yeah, whatever you want to barter, the barter system.
Yeah.
It is gorgeous. It is very serene and very cool. The common area, looking at the things, there's an old Ringling Brothers train off to the side. Really, really cool. There's all kinds of old little like amusement park vehicles and things that you can see. It's really, really neat. It's just gorgeous. It's beautiful. You got to get out there. You got to get out there and do it. And the train. First attraction, we're going to talk about the scary train itself. We've already talked about it a little bit. There's a train that goes in a lap around the area. And while you are on the train, things may happen to you. There is also somebody that narrates the train ride. Is Old School Train. So if you've ever been to like a Magic Kingdom open air, open carriage type thing, it's really, really cool. Even if you just want to take a break and just chill, it's a really cool little ride to go along there. We got some really good pictures with that. And there are other trains. So if you're a train person, there's other trains off to the side and things like that. It's really, really cool.
We have 12 locomotives in our collection now.
Wow.
I haven't verified it, but they tell me we have the largest collection of locomotives in the state of Florida.
Wow.
I had no idea.
I mean, yeah, but you also probably have like military trucks and hearses and things like that.
You can never have too many hearses.
Yeah, no too many hearses, right?
I'm a big funeral coach fan.
Yeah.
Did you know that we have, which this really doesn't pertain to Scary Train, but I'll take a moment. We have a 69 purple hearse.
What?
And it belonged to Bo Diddley. It was his last daily driver. And a neat little tidbit about Mr. Bo Diddley, he famous singer, a lot of people say that's where Elvis stole his moves. he would get old classic cars and stuff and restore them and give them to like single moms and families. So can you imagine getting like a totally restored hearse or 56 Oldsmobile or something?
I can't imagine
Like,
getting a totally restored hearse.
We're just very honored to have his last daily driver with the 69 purple hearse in our collection.
Yeah.
So,
Here, a random person here in the chat said, some say the narrator is devilishly handsome.
oh my.
Yeah,
That-
I mean,
That could be Conductor Clyde himself.
it could be.
Yes.
Yeah, very cool. All right, so getting a lot of love in here. Seems like a lot of people have experienced a scary train before, so that's awesome. A lot of people want to win tickets.
And the thing about Conductor Clyde is you really don't know if he's for you or against you.
That's right.
So
He may just stop the train halfway through and drop you off. Yep.
Yep.
By the way, this area is haunted. So if you're into that kind of thing, there aren't like any like official ghost tours or whatever, but the people that are sensitive to that type of thing, me, you may see some stuff. So keep that
would
in
you
mind.
say you're a witness, Johnny?
I would say we were okay. I'll give you a quick story. So you on the train and it goes in clockwise motion, and we're probably at maybe the 1/3 mark before there's like the military trucks or whatever. And you on the left hand side, there's an old Ringling Brothers train, really cool to look at. But in between that and the next scene, it's just an open field. I mean, everything's really spread out. That's what's really cool about Kirby, the farm, is everything's spread out. It's not claustrophobic like the theme parks and all that stuff. But as we're on there, I'm sitting on the side of the train. I don't think anything of it because I hadn't ridden the train before, and I just see somebody standing there on the left, just in the middle of the field. I'm like, oh, it's character just coming out, coming to scare us, whatever Dale's got cooked up for us this year. And like I'm talking to Kira or something, somebody on the train, and I don't think anything of it. And all of a sudden I look and they're gone. So I just saw a random person standing there, and then they just disappeared. So either that or was somebody that jumped in a hole real quick. I don't know. But yeah.
I
Very
often
cool.
wonder we have anywhere, usually around 24 or more hearses on property at any one time. So I often wonder, did all of them,
Spooky stuff.
is there
Yeah.
any of them still lingering?
Could be.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if I was a ghost, I could do worse than Kirby Family Farm.
Absolutely.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right. So climb aboard our historic 1800s locomotive and railroad. Clyde, the conductor, will be waiting for you. Is Clyde ready to share the haunted tales of this lost railroad and the circus train? But what's lurking along the tracks? Will Clyde protect you, or will he use you as bait? What will you encounter? Be prepared to be scared with an all-new Scary Train experience in 2022. Very cool. And there he is, at devilishly handsome. Look at that gentleman right there.
Absolutely.
All right, very cool.
So should I share with you? Do you want some more haunt scenes?
Always.
Top announcement, secret.
Where else would
exclusive
you do
skill?
that?
Absolutely.
Yep.
So we're very excited. We have he's been on America's Got Talent.
Oh.
His most recent America's Got Talent 2022 Extreme, History Channel, been in several movies. They use his ranch to film a lot of the Fear of the Walking Dead.
Oh, okay.
And he's going to be joining us to bring the experience on the train ride this year.
Oh, very cool.
And
Who is he? What's the name?
Dr. Danger.
Dr. Danger. Very
Think fire.
cool. Okay. I mean, I think everybody likes fire.
Yes, so we're bringing the boom this year.
Very
Yeah,
cool. I love
we're very
that.
excited. He's excited. He's coming all the way from Texas every weekend to be with us. And
Why don't you just
pretty cool.
have him live on the train, the Ringling Brothers train?
Well, we offered that, but we don't have the electricity
Oh,
to
just
it
run
yet.
out a little jetty or
So
something
he
out
will
there.
be on site. He
Little
doesn't want
solar.
to take a tour of the train, but
Gotcha.
he will be staying the weekends with us and making sure we don't blow ourselves up.
Gotcha.
So
Very
that's
cool.
a good thing.
All right. So there is the first experience that you're going to get through with Scary Train. What? Is it already time to give away some tickets here? Thank
Let's
you
do it.
so much, Mr. Daryl Kirby, for letting us do this. This is going to be winning a 2-pack of Express Passes. So once again, Express Pass, full go this year. You can go in and enjoy the luxury of Express Passes at Kirby Family Farm. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a keyword, and I learned last week no bad words in the keyword. So yeah, here we go. Get those typing fingers ready. The way this works, I will pop up a keyword here in a moment. First person on my screen, not your screen, my screen, and Daryl here is a witness because he can see what I can see. First person to type in the keyword. What's the keyword, Daryl?
What is the keyword? I don't see it.
I guess I should show you. Tracks.
Tracks.
First person to type in the word tracks is going to win a 2-pack of passes. I imagine we'll set these up probably as will call.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so I'll get your information. I'll send it to Daryl right there.
Yeah, whatever day they choose.
Conductor Clyde says, "Who will win it, I wonder?" Devilishly handsome, smiling. First person type in the word tracks. What?
I'm so sorry. How rude of me, but so 2 of my guys, the farthest family we've ever worked with our organization are 2 young men from Ohio. They live on the shores of they're in Huron, Ohio, near Cedar Point.
Gotcha.
Sandusky,
Oh yeah.
And they're watching tonight. Yeah.
Oh, very cool. All right,
says, when am I coming back?
we do have a winner. We do have a winner.
All right.
The winner is Stacy Mara. You are the first person on my screen to type in the word tracks. Congratulations. Please shoot us an IM after the show. You must subscribe to HauntScene on YouTube. I guess I should have said that first. Plug. But we will. It is a good catch. Yes. We have to rebuild our audience. So we have another set, a second set that we're going to give away a little bit later. But congratulations, Stacy. Good job, everybody. Everybody, you just got to be a little quicker, right? Remember, it's on my screen, not your screen. It probably shows up first on your screen. It's got to get to me. All right. So Stacy, congratulations. Please reach out to us a little bit later. Okay. All right, we got to move on. There are no clowns at all at Kirby Family Farms at all, but there is a Clown Woods attraction. So Clown Woods is a crowd pleaser. If you like the clowns, there are many things in this trail. Some things that Melissa is not a fan of. If you've been watching the show, you probably know that. I think we have a scare cam video of her walking through that. Yeah, it's on our YouTube channel, so go and dig that out. We have Melissa going through a spider area that she kind of freaked out in. It was kind of funny. All right, so Clown Woods makes its triumphant return again here to Kirby Family Farms Scary Train, and you'll be pointed down a hidden path into the woods. Beware, as legend tells of troops of crazy clowns taking over the woods. They say the clowns have built a hidden compound full of twists and turns that changes every single year. God, that's scary. These clowns are so demented, they don't like each other, much less visitors. Wow. So, there are, true or false, there are clowns in this trail.
Is that a trick answer?
No.
It could be true. I mean, I don't go in there. Well, clowns, woods. What would I want to do?
Yeah. So there are clowns. There are spiders. There are hearses. These are outdoor trails. Maybe we've already kind of talked about it being outside the acreage and everything. So all the rules apply. Don't wear high heels, make sure you come, wear closed-toe shoes, all that good stuff. Snake boots, waders, full on beekeeping suit. It gets a little dark out there. So Clown Woods, if you like clowns, if you don't like clowns, either or, this is going to be the trail for you. It is a lot of fun. Clown Woods is awesome. I don't want to spoil anything, but it's really, really good. Like, it's really cool. Very unique. So definitely check that out. There are probably snakes there, but they may not be intentional snakes. Do you have snakes in the things?
Not intentionally. I always say, I always say at our place, if you see an animal that is not in some sort of cage or
just go
display,
pet it.
Yeah,
that's fully trained.
Probably not part of the show. Yeah,
just reach out. They're all trained animals. Yeah. It'll be fine.
I mean, they're trained to the point they know when the leftover food hits the dumpster, so they've got their part, right?
Possums and raccoons and all kinds of stuff. Very cool. Yeah, they're all friendly. All right. Very, very cool. All right. Scary Train will take Clown Woods off the rails this year. Very cool with Clown Woods. I love. Very fun. All right. And then this is, okay, and I'm going to gush for a moment about this one, the trailer park. By far, and Melissa and I, between the two of us, we've done about 8,800 attractions across the U.S. in 18 states so far. We'll probably hit 100 this year. The trailer park is probably one of the most unique experiences that is available that we've done. It is walking through buses and mobile homes and other types of vehicles. You got like RVs and stuff.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
It's a trailer park.
And it's a trailer park, and it's not like blood, guts, gore, chainsaws, creatures. It is literally people that live in a trailer park, and it is surprisingly unnerving and scary. It is, you're walking in and out of these things, and some of these vehicles are connected, and it's like a maze of these mobile homes and things. We were absolutely stunned when we left. Like when we were on the way home, we could barely talk to each other because we were just so for this one right here. So definitely in Florida, if not, we've been all over the country at this point. Trailer park is very, very unique. It is one of my all-time favorites. It's very, very cool. And I don't pick favorites, but it's up there as far as being unique. Yeah. All right. So what do we got here? I would like to give the tickets to you. We'll figure that out a little bit later. Yeah, we'll make sure that, okay. So trailer park here, I'm going to read the description. Okay. So trailer park, I heard from a little bird that it will be under new management this year.
Yes.
Okay. So you might see a new
Landlord
character.
Larry's daughter has taken over.
What happened to Landlord Larry?
Well, he's going to be around.
Okay.
But,
okay.
He's going to be preoccupied. I'm
Preoccupied? All right. You'll be an unwelcome visitor when you enter the trailer park. Tenants come and go. Who or what will be your neighbor this year? Get ready as you wind your way in and out through old trailers, buses, motorhomes, and more with some big new surprises for 2022. So you've done things with this already crazy thing.
How can we top the evening?
How can you top the pizza boxes
Right.
and the stuffed animals and the band and the things? Yeah. It is very it's very cool. And we're gonna talk a little bit about later about what you're going for when it comes to like scares and that kind of thing. Because remember, this is not a blood guts chainsaw murder you haunt. It's a family friendly event, but it does push the envelope to make sure that everybody that goes there has something for them, which is a very hard thing to pull off, but believe me, it works. If you've never ever been to the Kirby Family Farm Scary Train, you gotta go. You just gotta go, right? It's worth the trip. And then go to Bubba Q's as well. All right. Reba, somebody says in here. All right. Make sure you all have your rent money. Yeah, I'm pretty sure like last year they were trying to position the mobile homes as like timeshares. Like, oh, they wanted me to like sign up or something. Yeah, it was pretty cool. And they were disappointed when I didn't.
The pool guy wanting to teach people how not to swim.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's like a van. It says free Wi-Fi, and it's like that's scary. It is definitely there. Okay. All right. Very cool. Love this one. Okay, so now, you know what's next? Oh, the new one. Now, these are not official pictures. I came up with these, but there is a new experience, one of two new experiences here at the Scary Train. It is Possum Holler. Okay, so Possum Holler here. If you are in Florida, you know that there are possums around. There are possums all around. Sometimes they are nice. Sometimes they will eat your trash. Sometimes they will have knives and come at you. Yeah, so you have a possum themed.
Yes. I've just pulled up the description. Would you like me to?
Do you want to do a dramatic reading? Is it this one right here?
Oh, you got it? Oh, you got it. You take it.
Come on.
I love your dramatic reading.
What kind of host do you think I am? All right.
The host with the most.
I have all the things. Yeah. All right. New for 2022. There are rumors of a mutant possum, people living in a hidden town in the woods. They're the infected victims of a giant opossum. Oh my God, I didn't realize it was a possum infecting people. So like zombie possum people. Ugh. That escaped years ago from an illegal animal test facility. He grew to an enormous size. Now he wants revenge on any human he can catch. Hike through the woods in search of the town. But how do you leave the town if you find it? Only one way out, through the caves and tunnels. Big Daddy has dug himself. That sounds terrifying. I love nature, but I do not like wildlife. And
it's funny you say that because we learned, honestly, in our community, it's possums you share the land with, and several other critters. but so many folks that come to us. We have so many visitors from the apartment complexes, the Gainesvilles, Tampa, Orlando, Jacksonville, that travel, and we've noticed that they are quite concerned of the critters that might be. So yes, this is for all the city folks.
All the city folk. This is a city folk trail.
Yeah.
It's called city folk.
Hey, that's not a bad idea.
That's not a
Maybe
bad
next
idea at
year,
all.
Good one.
Yeah, Possum Holler, city folk.
Yeah. Presented
Yeah.
to you by HauntScene.
Yeah. To walk in, somebody playing a banjo. Yep.
Yep.
Got a pretty mouth. All right. Let's family friendly. Okay. So Possum Holler right here. This is a new one. Really excited. So we've got the train.
Mhm.
We have the Clown Woods. We have the Possum Holler. We have the trailer park. That's 4. And you've historically had 4. Okay. One thing that you did tell me earlier is the dark ride. Dark ride will not be there this year. There is a new thing coming at some point down the road. But there is a 5th
Yes.
haunted attraction, mini haunt type thing. We're not going to get into the details here, but hold on, because I went into your computer and I stole the files, because your 5th trail,
Tell me, what is it going to be?
it's going to be brand new this year. This is going to be
I
the
can't wait.
exclusive Kirby Family Farm Scary Train Alien Abduction Trail.
Huh?
Oh, wait, this isn't it?
What do
Oh.
you want me to say here?
I mean, you can just, lie to me.
I mean,
Sorry, we have a bit going this year where I want an alien
we are
abduction trail.
just so excited about the alien abduction.
It's
that-
it's crazy. I mean, it
Yeah.
might as well be alien abduction because you're not going to give me the details.
Yeah, I mean,
So keep an eye
it
out.
could be.
Keep
Yeah,
an
it
eye
could
out. It may be. It might be. And if it is, I called it. Okay, I put my tin hat on. But no, it is not an alien abduction trail. This is going to remain a mystery for now. But there will be a new experience. I have heard a little bit about it. It sounds awesome. And for $20, I mean, that is it's a really good deal. Get the advance tickets, get the express tickets, but bring a bunch of people, do the things. And I wanted to back up a moment, because here's something that's really cool. I don't have it in here, but so one of the really neat things, and I actually have never ever seen another haunt do this, because we unfortunately don't get a lot of chance to do community or charity type haunts. You are the exception. But one of the things that I read on the website is, let's say that you want to do spooky stuff, but maybe you can't afford to buy a ticket, right?
Mhm.
You're still going to give some folks the opportunity to go, but they also have to give back a little bit to earn that. So did you want to talk about that? Because that's actually really neat.
Yeah, sure. Actually, all of our events, we, there's times that are tough for some people. There's different. All of us go through tough times.
Yeah.
Whether the economy's good, bad, and no matter how you vote, doesn't really matter. Everybody goes through tough times. So we decided, and essentially it's a donation to a charity anyway.
Right.
And so we said, hey, this is what we're doing. We want to give the best value we can, but that family, and we feel the family or the couple or whatever that's struggling, they're the ones we want the most. We want them to get out. We want them to be able to do something, have fun, bring the teenagers out, have a good time. And so we call it the Help Us Help You program, where they can come out. And it can be during the event, a different night. It can be they can come out on a Sunday morning and help me with the carnage of the parking lot, things like that. Whatever, we work with their schedule so they can, we've had people say, well, I have this disability or something. And we make it so if someone is able to attend one of our events, they will be able to volunteer to come to one of our events. We're not going to give somebody who may have limited back mobility or something, a hard job, we're going to work within their abilities, because we want anybody to be able to come regardless.
That is so cool. So yeah, obviously, the ticket price is a donation. Like you said, that's a really good thing, but you can still go, if you want to give
And some of our best volunteers, have come through that program. They come out that one time just so, the single mom can bring her teenagers to Scary Train, or even if they're younger, bring them to Christmas Train. And then they're like, hey, we're having a blast. Can we hang out with you? And, they join up, and it's a
Nice.
cool thing. It's an awesome thing. They
That's
become
very
part of
cool.
the family.
Yeah. and it is. And they do like a boo-rah thing. It is really cool. I mean, it is the people that are out there, the people that are volunteers, they get really hyped up. It's a lot. The energy is really infectious. They take a lot of pride in the trails that they're a part of. I think it was the first year we went, it was me, Jenny, and Tampa Jay went. And he like, well, you know, which trail was your favorite? And we each picked one. So we were diplomatic about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were all
I'll never
favorites.
forget, and I use that when people ask. I'll never forget when Tampa Jay was asking you some questions for his channel, and you're like, look, people, when you come out to Kirby, if you see bones, they're not plastic.
Yeah.
If you see a trailer, it's
there's,
not a
there
facade.
is nothing.
And I'm like,
there's nothing fake.
That's the biggest compliment you can give us. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a huge pile of bones that are cows or something.
Yep.
It's just like, yeah, those are real. Yeah. They're in the one thing with haunts, in a lot of haunts that repurpose antiques and things like that, you can buy something all day. You can buy something that was distressed or whatever, and it's cool, and there's nothing wrong with that. But there's something like subliminal about being around unique, like authentic things, you know, and it's very, very rustic and things out there. It's very, very cool. Yeah. And we got some folks in here that have not been yet. So Throw Geek,
cool.
Clinton, everybody will be out there. Orlando Dave, I believe he's been out there as well. I did turn the volume up a little bit. So yeah, it's. So I once again, I'm going to gush a little bit. When Jenny and I went the first time, we were like, holy crap, I literally normally don't get a chance to go out and do a second night of anything because we're so busy traveling and doing all the road trips and things like that. But I like made them come. I'm like, you have to experience this. And then we brought the rest of the crew out, and they had a blast. And we got all kinds of great pictures. We have a bunch of stuff up on our Instagram, and it's so fun. It's just so fun.
You know, for us, you know, when we started Christmas Train, after a couple of years, it kind of hit its traction, and we got overwhelmed. I mean, it's a great thing, but we got overwhelmed. We weren't ready for the turnout. It was too big, which turned into being a bad experience that year. So when we decided to go scary, we tried it. And then when we realized, hey, I think we got something here, we're having fun. And you know, we started that as another fundraiser for the charity, but we immediately were able to identify we're able to work with a lot of kids and stuff, you know, teens that we would otherwise have never even met.
Right.
There's a lot of kids in foster care and and in homes and things that they're normal. They don't even know is not normal, you know? So it's actually, I call it the uncounted, you know, the unrecognized kids that are in these homes and stuff. I used to run across it when I coached high school football and all. So it's become a big of an outreach for us. So that's why I've fallen so in love with Scary Train. Whenever they're like, hey, let's go here, I'm like, let's go. And, you know, do all those things. But it's really grown with the whole excitement. I mean, we just couldn't believe. So we didn't want it to be overwhelming at first. So we kind of laid low, you know, and let our numbers grow so we didn't get overwhelmed,
right.
You know, if that were to happen. And then, you know, when COVID, you know, came along, you know, that was what a tragic year for everybody.
Yeah.
Well, our particular county followed the state guidelines. So we had no closing restrictions or anything. So that was the year that we were kind of discovered, you know, I would say.
Was it the first year that we went?
I think, was it? It was, wasn't it?
Just,
I think so, yeah.
Drawing the lines there.
So you have, you know, there's, I mean, HHN, all these big, you know, haunts and awesome, you know, haunts and things and everything were closed. They had to be. So a lot of people found us, and we had, real big numbers. And I thought, wow. And, you know, the guests that were leaving on the kind of a little, simple exit poll. Hey, did you have fun? Yeah, we love it. And we're going to come back and bring our friends. So we thought, okay, well, here comes the following year. Are they really going to come back? You know, because now everybody's back in. Of course, last year, everybody was swinging again, swinging for the fences, even SeaWorld and all that, you know, from the big parks, little guys all around. And we beat the previous year's numbers. So they did come back. So, and we handled it again. So we're just so, you know, so happy that we can offer something that seems, you know, people seem to enjoy.
Yeah.
Have a good time. You know, you mentioned that, you know, it's not gory, and that's one of the rules that we set down, you know, when we started Scary Train is, you know, we don't do gore. You know, hey, if I'm going, you know, there's some haunts we were talking about before the show that, you know, I'm jealous that you're going to be going to, you know, I'm cool with the gore and everything, but we're a children's facility first.
Yeah.
I've got kids. I've had kids out there. I've had teenagers. Now I'm thinking of one in particular, but I'm going to keep names out of it, of course. I've got children. I've got kids out there that have come home to parental suicide.
Wow.
They've seen gore for real. So we thought, hey, if we have to go there, we're not going to go there.
Yeah.
Our focus is going to be gotchas and phobias. But in true off the chain style, I said, if we're going to go for gotchas and phobias, we're going to go like nobody's business. We're going to go after, what do I have to do to have live snakes? What do I have to do to have imported bird-eating tarantulas from Africa? Give me the license. Where do I pay? Who inspects me? And we do it. And we have a blast.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I love hearing reviews from somebody that sees so many haunts and all, because I know we're having a blast. I know we've got people that have great experience that come to us from other haunts and volunteer, and I'm so thankful for them, because they're like the leaders and they teach, the newbies. And then we have our age last year of scare actors, 125 to 150 a night. Our youngest was 3 years old, and our oldest was in their 80s.
Terrifying. Yes. Children and haunts scare me.
Yeah. I'm like, now we don't let them anywhere near a scene and all, but you see them, and you experience them.
Their energy scares me.
The trailer park kids.
Yeah.
If you remember them from last year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, okay, speaking of numbers, and you gave me a little anecdote earlier about Scary Train does really well for the charity, but the Christmas Train does seem to draw in more people, right?
The Christmas Train is still the big dog.
Okay,
yep.
So let's change that because
Yeah,
we are pro Halloween here. So HauntScene is sponsoring a gauntlet thrown down to everybody watching. Let's make sure Halloween outdoes Christmas, because we will make that a thing. So yeah. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to go to the Christmas trail just so you have one less person there.
Oh, man.
So Halloween can win. All right, that's very cool. All right, what do we got in here? Orlando Dave. Hey, what's up, Orlando Dave? What's up, guys? Love the Trailer Park Kids. All right. Throw Geek, hopefully get a chance to go out there. Very, very cool. All right, let's get back in here because we got some more stuff to give away.
All right.
What? Another 2-pack of express passes here? Wow.
Yeah, so let's do it.
We gotta draw it out though. I need the minutes watched on YouTube. All right, so we're going to give away another 2-pack of express passes, and we're going to do a keyword, and this is probably the nicest picture I've ever taken in my entire life. I'm taking credit for this one. The keyword is going to be caboose, because this is how gorgeous it is out there. Everything is serene and beautiful when it is getting dark out and dusk, but then all heck breaks loose. Yeah. But so the first person to type in caboose on my screen, caboose, spell it right, you're going to be the winner of the 2-pack of express passes, all inclusive. Hey, there we go. We got a winner already. So we've got Rage Cyborg. I doubt that's your real name. But Rage Cyborg, you are the first person on my screen to type in the word caboose and spell it correctly. So good job. And please feel free to reach out to us after the show. Shoot me a IM or DM on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook or whatever. And yeah, and then
I'm looking on here. Conductor Clyde came in a close second.
He did, but what's he doing?
I know. What's up with that?
Yeah. Okay, remember the employees are not eligible to win. All right.
It isn't like
Very
a sheriff's
cool.
train.
Yeah, I know, right?
Mortals.
Very cool. All right. So thank you so much for everybody for doing that. Thank you once again for giving us the tickets to give away. Keep an eye on all the Kirby Family Farm or Scary Train social media, because you may see future announcements and things like that ahead. So the 5th trail, that one's going to be a surprise, right?
It is.
Okay,
yeah.
so that one you gotta go to experience.
And our haunts, and people tell me they're like super long.
Yeah.
And again, we're having fun and we're doing it. So the clown was essentially from the time you walk under that sign until the last clown chases you out, you're spending about 30 minutes in that one haunt, and I would say, what would you say the trailer park's 20 plus?
It feels like it. Well, here's the thing: is the perception of time in haunts is different than the physical time.
Yeah.
Because if you're enjoying yourself,
It's over quick.
It's
I think it's about 20
It's
minutes.
a pretty significant, because you are zigzagging in and out of a lot of things, so it's really, really cool.
The train ride's 25 minutes or so. All of them are 15, 20 minutes or longer. You know, now the fifth haunt, the new one, it's a mini haunt.
Mhm.
You know, I call it a mini haunt because it's more
The
like
alien abduction one.
Yeah.
It's just they
the one
suck
with
you up into the
with
spaceship. It's
crazy
over.
alien
Yeah, it's
ship
crazy.
that flips around and lands and
It's a VR simulator.
and while you're in line to go on the alien abduction, that we have little alien, you know, spaceships that flip over and you can scratch their belly.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's just
we
like
thought
Nope.
of everything.
Just like Nope.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right, very, very nice. Okay, so I'll be happy to pay for Express if that goes to a good cause. Yeah, remember, all of these are donations. You know, this is a 501c, not-for-profit museum children's thing. Sorry if I mishandled that. I know it's something along that realm.
Officially, it's a children's educational facility and museum.
There you go.
And you mentioned the circus train. You do get to hear some. Well, I'll leave that up for you to decide. You get to hear some stories. We're home to the largest intact display in the world of the Ringling Brothers Barnum and Bailey circus train, and you know, all of our, you know, that's the thing, when you have stuff, tons of stuff that's over 100 years old, there's going to be things that are attached to them. So
yeah, and we actually got a chance to go on that train, and it was spooky. It's very claustrophobic, very spooky. So very, very cool. Awesome. So Orlando Dave, I'm going to bring my 360 camera again. You know, just make sure there will be a media night. Do you know the date of the media night? Is the 24th of September.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So if you are a valid media outlet, reach out to them. I don't know when you're shutting that off or whatever, but maybe you'll be invited out to Scary Train to check it out. And yeah, so that'll be awesome. Amanda Caboose, that was a couple minutes ago. You're good. All right. Very cool.
You know what? Let's hook her up with a pair because she tried.
Let's
do it.
Let's
do it because
but everybody else tried too. Sorry, I don't mean to shoot her down, but if you want to make that call, Amanda, reach out to Daryl Kirby.
You know, there's been times in my life when I was last.
I mean, that's basically
that's
basically my life.
But you guys in the wings, show of hands, should we hook up Amanda with a 2-pack?
Okay. We do have a audience in the green screen in the HauntScene studio. Very cool. All right. Very cool. All right. Well, as far as the material goes, that's all I've got. So let's bring this back up right here. A little side-by-side view right here. So I am very, very excited about this. I am very excited because I know last year was very, very hard on a lot of people, and I know it was hard on you. And I don't want to get all mushy about this, but I know let's not go there. But I am really, really excited to see out the gate Kirby, the Scary Train, firing on all cylinders, as it were.
And I got to say, you know, we did go through a lot last year. We don't have to focus on that, obviously.
Yeah.
But I was so amazed at how our team pulled together and literally, you know, just, you know, and some new folks that, you know, and then that's the thing, you know, I think we stay so fresh because, you know, we have kids, you know, through graduation, you know, move on. I mean, we had, you know, for a couple of years there, we had awesome makeup artists, you know, and teaching some of the kids that have learned from her.
Mm-hmm.
Now she's, you know, I remember her sending me a picture one time where she was doing Jamie Foxx's makeup for a movie.
Oh, cool.
You know, so, you know, we have we're just fortunate, you know, we've been very blessed, if you will.
Well, I mean,
they come through and they
good
just
karma.
Yeah, they lift us up. We've had great people that have moved on to, you know, for other things, gotten opportunities, other haunts and things along the way, but their mark is still there. You know, we've lost great people along the way, but other great people have come in, and it seems like every time it kind of sheds its skin. Since we're talking about snakes throughout the night anyway, it's, you know, it's an awesome thing, and I'm the guy who gets to sit here and go, yeah, let me tell you all about it. And really, I'm just the guy who's making sure the train's loaded and out on time. They're the ones who do all this craziness and put it together, and it's an awesome thing. And I'm honored, privileged to get to be the face of it.
Oh, it is awesome.
Yeah,
I'm just glad it's not going to your head.
No.
So
I'm afraid of that.
No. Daryl's a really good guy, and like I said, we don't get an opportunity to do a lot of charity community haunts just because of the bandwidth. There's only 5 of us, and we do not send people on our behalf. Other shows do that, we don't. But I honestly, because we had met a couple years before us actually getting out there, I really think it was more of the force of personality that really was just, I gotta go, you know.
Yeah.
So thanks for that, and keep in mind that, you know, you may see Scary Train at some of the local horror conventions. So make sure you say hi to them there. They have all kinds of things, like they have these creepy Barbie doll things that you can buy. So if you really want like a little voodoo Barbie doll or something like that,
Yeah.
you could totally get one. So I got this from them a little while ago. But yeah, I don't even know what this is. It's a Barbie doll with like
They call 'em
moss.
haunt bees.
Yeah.
Instead of Barbies, call them haunt bees.
Haunt
Yeah,
bees. Got
the
it.
kids actually, and we let, you know, as long as it's okay with the parents and things, we have them. My daughter started when she was 5. She's one of our creepers on the Barbies, and you know, we have all ages participate, and they do the Barbies, and we sell them. You know, we ask for a $20 donation. They pick out a Barbie, and it's done really well, and the kids love it. The kids love mangling Barbies. You know, it's out some pent up aggression.
Yeah,
so
apparently.
how therapeutic.
Yeah,
is that,
normally
right?
normally that'd be a couple red flags.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We can identify some things too. We didn't, you know, you've been on the torch a little too long there, little Billy. Come on.
Why is this thing completely charred? All right, that's awesome. All right, so any closing statements here? We're at 8:56. Thank you, everybody. Make sure everybody say goodbye to Daryl here in the chat. Do appreciate y'all watching. Thank you for making the drive all the way here.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Totally worth it.
You know, we're in the middle of nowhere, close to everywhere, but I just wasn't too sure that Zoom would stay zooming, so
Yeah.
I thought I would zoom down here instead.
It totally worth
Are
it.
we in Polk County?
We are in Polk County.
I was born in Polk County, so
I live in
it's a
Polk
homecoming.
County.
It's a homecoming for me. Yeah.
All right. Very cool. All right. Well, we're going to wrap it up there, sir. So any quick shout outs you want to give to your crew? Anything you want to say?
Wow. Well, you guys, to our crew, just keep up the great work. I mean, they're amazing, you know, amazing. And I just kind of sit back and get to point and watch and see it all come together. And, you know,
Yeah.
I'm glad they kind of let me have some input. So,
Just to figure out.
yeah.
Very cool. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hang out here. Obviously, I'm not kicking you out, but I gotta pay the haunt bills. So we got a couple things we gotta talk about. Okay, first thing, remember this weekend, Zombie Bar Crawl in Daytona. It is finally here on August 13th on Saturday. So we'll be out there doing the Zombie Bar Crawl thing. This is for 21 and up, so it's the opposite of the scary train. But we're gonna go out there. You'll see a couple of our friends doing some zombie makeup. There are zombie hordes. There'll be all kinds of photo ops. Go out there, have a couple drinks, be safe, hydrate, all the things. Everybody's doing a Kirby call in here, whatever that is. All right. So we got that coming up this weekend. Remember, we are now getting to almost the halfway point of our haunt preview month. There will be no show on Thursday this week. Next week, we'll have Scream and Stream and Nightmare Village. Super duper excited to talk about what they're going to get up to next week. So Tuesdays and Thursdays next week. And then Terror Trail on the 23rd and Petrified Forest on the 30th. So I only have one more week of doing 2 shows a week. Awesome. Very cool. All right, real quick, I just want to make sure that you're following us here. Probably the most important platforms that we focus in on are going to be Instagram. We're just killing on Instagram right now. Thank you for supporting us. And then please subscribe to us on YouTube, especially if you've enjoyed the content tonight. Maybe this is the first time watching the show. Please make sure that you are following us. We're kind of rebuilding our live audience on YouTube after making the switch a couple weeks ago. And I do want to thank our Patreon supporters. Thank you, everybody here. We do appreciate the people that support us on Patreon. I think I'm not a fan of like taking money from haunts or the haunt industry, but if you do want to support our journey, you can make a donation in our PayPal or support us on Patreon. This helps us pay our monthly bills so we can do more, support more, and that's what we do here. So next week on the show, just real quick, Scream and Stream and Nightmare Village, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 p.m., same haunt time, same haunt channel. And make sure you're subscribing so you get a notification when we go live. All right? So Mortimer, say goodbye. Good. Thanks, Mortimer. All right. Thank you, everybody, for watching tonight. I do appreciate it. It's 9 o'clock on the dot, so we're going to go and shut this thing down. Congratulations to all the winners that tuned in tonight. Make sure you DM me, IM me on some channel. We will get you hooked up with with Daryl to make sure you get those tickets. And I do appreciate you watching us. And I will go ahead and say it for Melissa. Until next time, spook easy, happy haunting. Actually, Mortimer, say this. Happy haunting. All right, very cool. Thank you, Mortimer. All right, so we're going to go ahead and roll credits. Thank you so much. And until next time, spook easy. I will see you again next week. All right, bye-bye. Okay.
Give me some treats.